Yo, what's up, family? How y'all doing today, man? We are back with another rumbling conversation. Yo, we got a lot to talk about today, man. Let me just make sure everything all right, man. On my end, man. Make sure we all lived up. We all hooked up, man. Let's make sure we all hooked up. Make sure people can hear us. Make sure shit good. Uh, Yo, man, I can't believe it, baby. I can't believe it, man. I can't believe it, man. Can't believe it, man. I can't believe Canelo, man, has did it. And yo, a lot of people this is what I'm excited about, right? Because I don't know if it's kind of crooked, but it's crooked to me. I can't fuck- fuck with- I got OCD. Yo, so I'm excited about a lot of things, right? I'm excited that Canelo Alvarez has joined the PBC. Like let's give him I'm definitely excited that Canelo Alvarez have joined the PBC, and I'm excited about another thing that I find more important than this, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm excited that everybody is eating their words. Like y'all said that PVC was going out of business. Y'all said that it wasn't possible for this to happen. Y'all said that Al Heyman didn't know how to make big fights. This is what they said. Now look what's happening. Al Heyman is making the big fights. I mean, on July the 28th, we got one of the biggest fights I ever seen in my life. Al Heyman is making one of the biggest fights I ever seen in my life. What can y'all say about that? Then he signed one of the other biggest fighters and the biggest main attractions other than Javante Davis, who he has, other than Errol Spence, who he has, other than Terence Crawford, who he has. He signed another big attraction. Who could this big attraction be? I woke up out of my bed last night because I thought it was a lie until I saw a post on actually Canelo Alvarez. Because if anybody else, if Al Heyman would have said it, y'all would have said he was lying. If Stephen Espinosa would have said it, y'all would have said that he was lying. If God Himself had said it, y'all would have said he was lying. The only one that could possibly have said something like this and for it to actually work is Al Heyman. And what was that? Oh yeah, Al Heyman. Al Heyman. Only one could possibly say something like this is Canelo Alvarez. And what Canelo Alvarez put it on his Instagram last night. Woke us all up out of bed. Woke us all up out of bed, and he put up what he needed to say, and it was some powerful information, man. It was some powerful information, man. I know a lot of people was upset with the situation, but it was some powerful information what he dropped and what he said. And that was that he found a new home. It's no more Eddie Hearns. It's no more uh Golden Boy. He found a new home. And you know who's coming there next. Y'all know who's coming there next. Ryan Garcia, baby. Ooh, we got another rebel conversation, baby. We can have a conversation any way y'all want, man. But we know Ryan. I mean, all of the signs is leading up to Ryan coming to PVC. He's going to get out of the deal with Oscar De La Hoya. I don't know how. I think that he's going to get. I believe he's going to get. I believe before he get out of the deal, he's going to get in trouble. I mean, like he's going to pay some money, to get some money back or do whatever he has to do. But he might get out of the deal with Oscar De La Hoya. With that being said, of him getting out of the deal, it still might not help the situation. It still might not help the situation. Like he might get out of the deal with Oscar De La Hoya, but Yeah, it still might not help the situation. He still might have to pay Oscar some type of money. Use brawl to surround. But I don't think that that's a problem. Pay Oscar what you gotta pay him because you're gonna make more money over there with PBC. You're gonna make more money getting bigger and better fights. That's a fact. I believe that the amount of fights that he's gonna get, man, I'll tell you, man. Ryan's going over there. Canelo's over there. And I know Ryan and Canelo had a whole little thing, a whole little hoop hop. I know that would happen, but yo, they're gonna get over it. And when that thing is over with, and when the beef is over, and when all that stuff, when all the smoke clears, when the smoke clears, and the crying is over, and the beef is over, you know what's going to happen. Ryan is going to be another big fight deal for PBC. So with all the guys that continuously saying that PBC is out of business, Al Heyman don't know what he's doing, all that stuff, I really believe that they owe Al Heyman an apology, bro. I really believe they owe Al Heyman one of the biggest apologies ever made in history. Y'all owe Al Heyman one, and I know why. I understand why. He's a black guy. Al is a black guy. He's not supposed to be doing these type of things. What? A Mexican signed to a black guy? That don't even make sense. That's not even supposed to happen. But guess what? It happened. And y'all can't say nothing about it. Now, let's get into the fighting aspect of it, man. Let's get into the actual fighting aspect of it, man. 'Cause I talk about a lot of things, but let's get into the actual fighting aspect of it. Where would this be for other fighters and other whatchamacallit? Where would this be for the actual fighters and stuff like that? Uh, I think it leads a good fight for Jamel Charlo, but I think that this is what Canelo wanted. Like basically the aspect of not and not catching. It sounds funny, but catching Charlo or one of those in a situation where he's at right now. See, the Charlo twins is in a serious situation right now. They have, I mean, he haven't fought in the last, I think, year or so, somehow, more than a year. So him catching him off of a layoff will be kind of crazy. But the one thing I do hold for the Charlos is that they trainer is Derek James. So I know that Derek James is one of those guys where as though they're working hard. Like you see what I'm saying? Like they're working extremely hard to set certain situations up. Like you know, what I mean, they're working hard even when they don't have fights. I know that I how James train. I don't expect nothing less. And you know that even though he haven't been training, he has been getting Errol ready for fights inside the ring, sparring with him, getting him ready for fights, getting his brother ready for fights, getting getting they got a stable inside there, getting Frank ready for fights. Even though he's a lot bigger than Frank, but sometimes it's good to be in the gym with a guys that's a lot bigger than you. It's actually great to be in the gym. Then you get that workout. So Derek James being a part of Jamal Charlo squad, I feel as though that's why it should definitely be. We should let off, right? Of him being inactive. You know, because I definitely be mad because it feels like that Canelo got out of a situation again because he goes over to PBC, right? And he got a lot of PBC fighters over there that's inactive. But the lucky part about this situation is that The fighters that he got that is and active is guys that really, really train. Like Jamel Charlo, as I said, his trainer is Derek James. So you see that Derek James is going to bring some type of different beast out of that, and you know they're not over there playing around. So that's the only point. So because nobody don't know if he got the Jamel Charlo fight. We know that he signed to PBC, and we know that he signed a 3-fight deal worth $100 million or somewhere there. That's what Boxing News is saying. Boxing News 24/7. We know that that happened, but we don't know who's his next opponent is. So when I see people saying that it might be Jamal Charlo, it might be David Benavidez, it might be Boo Boo Andres, it might be when I'm seeing that say people are saying that, I'm like, yeah, but it might not either. It might not. The first fight, because Canelo has the rare option of being able to pick his who he wants to fight. We have seen this millions of times. We have seen him be able to pick who he wants to fight millions of times. So it just might not be. It might be. I really want to fight Errol. I feel as though that this Errol fight that they have been doing is in the makings, and this would be a a huge. You think Terence Crawford and Errol is a big fight, but if Canelo beats a PBC guy, I don't want to say one of the Charlo twins because I don't think that he could beat the Charlo twins. But let's say if he does, right? He beats one of the twins, and then he goes into a fight with Earl. Oh man, that fight would be huge. That fight would be huge because you'll understand that this is a legacy fight. Two guys fighting for to the ultimate legacy of who was the guy in their era, and fuck it, went all the way up and took on the guy. No, so that's why I said, like, yo, this right here solid Canelo Alvarez legacy, because I disagree with a lot of people that says that his legacy is tarnished because the people that he fought. I think his legacy would never be tarnished because of all of the weight classes that he moved up and he beat and he tried. Like I think that, like, what I mean, when we talk about moving up, look at how we look at Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence. Errol Spence dominated his weight class ever since he began boxing. He dominated that weight class. But we look at Terence Crawford to be better than Errol Spence because Terence Crawford moved up dozens of weight class. We're not looking at who Terence Crawford fought when he was moving up. We're not looking at that. We're looking at who he beat these people and he moved up, and this is what I want you to do with it. So it is a different class when we're talking about these things. And I, I understand, right, that Terence Crawford is I understand that that Canelo is not what people want him to be. I understand that. And I get why. You know what I mean? Canelo did a lot of funny things. You know what I mean? A lot of funny things. But I actually think that the reason why Canelo did these things is because of what happened with him between the negotiations of Oscar De La Hoya and Floyd Mayweather. I think when those negotiations happens and Canelo gave up so much in that negotiation, he realized who he wanted to become, and he realized how he wanted to become that guy, because it took a lot to understand what Canelo gave up. It took a lot to understand how Canelo gave these things up. With those, when that negotiation with him and Floyd Mayweather, and when Oscar De La Hoya lost that negotiation, it scarred Canelo. Like that scarred Canelo of how he looked at the game. So that's why I think that he started. reaching obstacles because anybody can say whatever they want, but when Canelo beat Miguel Cotto, it was different. It gave Canelo a different bravado. It gave fans a different bravado about Canelo. And then he beat Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Then he beat, and these was at different weight classes of what he came from with 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 Floyd Mayweather. And then he gets the respect of stepping in there with Floyd. I look at Canelo Alvarez's legacy a little different than what people view his legacy as. Now, a lot of people don't say what I say. A lot of people don't say what I say. Minnie Mill, what's up, baby? Minnie Mill, what's up, baby? Yeah, a lot of people don't say what I say. A lot of people don't look at it that way. A lot of people don't know. I've been waiting. I've been waiting. Canelo. I've been waiting. Canelo to get for. I've been waiting on Canelo to get. I guess to PBC guys for a minute. Finally, where they at? Yeah, you know what? I've been waiting for Canelo to go over to PBC for a minute, man. And I think that this solids his legacy. I think this makes him the fighter that we wanted to see. Like I told person the next person that comes up on it, y'all getting a wrench, man. So I'm about to hook you up with a wrench, man. I don't even know you, man. You just stop by. I said, yo, I'm hooking up the next person with a wrench. So that's what you get, man. Good looking. Yeah, but I definitely think that Canelo is this solid Canelo legacy right now. He did a lot of things that's great for boxing. People disrespect him. Yo, it's their opinion. Like yo, it's your opinion of how you see Canelo Alvarez. Now, I'm not gonna sit up here and say that I disagree with some people because I understand. Yo, called them a deck. I get it. Canelo did a lot of questionable things and for a lot of questionable people at questionable times. I get that shit, yo. He might and he might be a duck. To be all honest, he might be a duck. But do I think do I think that he's not a Hall of Famer? Oh, you're crazy. Oh, you're crazy. The cash cow that Canelo is and has became. Oh, Canelo definitely a Hall of Famer, yo. Definitely a Hall of Famer. But I think that this sets up a brilliant fight with I don't know why my YouTube keep freezing. This sets up a brilliant fight with him and Errol Spence. People think I'm tripping with this too. I see in the future Canelo Alvarez fighting Errol Spence. If Canelo Alvarez could beat one of the Charlo twins, like say if the Charlo twins is his first challenge, right? And that's September, right? Around December, I can see a fight going on with Errol. And don't let that happen. Because now we talk about a different man. Man. I don't really want to break down. I'm reading this thing right now. They said, yo, the breakdown of Canelo versus Jamel. I don't really want to break down Canelo versus Jamel Charlo because I think a lot of people believe that Canelo is sweeter than what he is, yo. I highly believe that people think Canelo's a beast, bro. Canelo's a beast, bro. Like let's been waiting, Canelo. Canelo's a beast. Let's be honest. Do I think that I know a lot of people see Canelo as too because he changed his fighting style. Like when he fought after he fought Floyd, it was amazing to see him get but see when he fought Floyd so young. So it was definitely amazing to see him change his fighting styles and get way better with that. It was amazing to see that, to see him change his fighting style. I think mhm. I think it's going to be Canelo, Errol Spence, Benavidez, and or the 154 Charlo and or rematch. Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. I definitely think so too. Because even if you look at All of the guys right now that we see that was at 147, they either go on to 154 or they either go on to they're not gonna stay at 147. They're either going to 154 or easy customized layout. I'm still learning how to work StreamYard, y'all. This shit is hard. Oh shit, yeah, you're joking. All right, yo, yeah. Now I'm just trying to learn how to work this joint, man, cause I was trying to figure out like how to, cause I know I put a banner on the bottom of that joint, but this banner keeps coming up. Well, whatever, whatever. But yo, who do y'all got? Leave in the comments. Who do y'all got with the Stephen Fulton fight, man? Yo, why nobody ain't talking about the Fulton and the NU fight? Whatever the boy name was. What is it? Inu or something like that? Why nobody ain't that's the 25th of and I get it. I get it, yo. This Errol Spence fight literally killed all nonsense to all other fights. Like you don't even want to know, you don't even care, you don't even care. It killed all aspects to all other fights. This Errol Spence fight, but I mean, who do y'all got in this NU fight, yo? Mini Millie, who you got on a in this NU fight? Who you got on this NU fight? And Stephen Fulton. PBC fighters. PBC fights with Canelo really brings excitement, regardless if Canelo lose to the PBC guy or not. It's time to do this. Yeah, it is. It is. At this point in time, yo, it's time to stop worrying about who lost, who won. I went back and watched Sugar Ray Leonard versus Robert Duran. Sugar Ray Leonard was young when he lost that. Like Sugar Ray Leonard was young when he lost against Robert Duran. I heard nobody's. Oh, he's over. His purse didn't change. He was young. He was young. His purse didn't change. People didn't look at him different. It's time to. Oh, just because I haven't been beaten, you can't beat my. No. I mean, I'm a fan of Floyd Mayweather. Uh, but that whole you don't got my blueprint stuff. No, man. Because I watch people like I agree with him, but it's for Floyd. Because I watch people like Miguel Cotto. And remember when Miguel Cotto went over to Freddie Roach and Freddie Roach made him this new fighter? I really believe Freddie Roach made him a new fighter. Miguel Cotto, he beat Sergio Martinez. That was Sergio Martinez was my one of my dudes that held the middleweight fight because I watched Sergio Martinez tap Paul Williams' ass. You know what I mean? I thought Sergio Martinez was a beast, yo. But he beat Sergio Martinez, right? And and when he beat Sergio Martinez, he uh he uh he looked different. He looked like a different fighter. That wasn't the same Canelo Cotto that fought or Mayorga. I mean not Mayorga, whatever the boy that was cheating and fucked him up. It wasn't, but when he formed the second time, it was. But yeah, it wasn't the same. Who you got? Gotta see the tell of the tape. It makes a it makes a decision. But who you got? I got Fulton. I'm from Philly though, so man, I want to see the big fight, regardless if they lose or not. Yeah, I want to see the big fight. So yeah, I got Fulton. When Sergio fought Cotto, his legs were shot. Sergio wasn't the same fighter, or Cotto wasn't the same fighter. Sergio wasn't the same fighter. You definitely Sergio wasn't the same fighter starting off as fighting because remember he was a what was he a soccer player and his knees was fucked up. So when he went into boxing, his knees was definitely already fucked up. So when we watched Sergio come back, he definitely wasn't the same fighter as Colo, but that's a hell of a fight though, y'all. That's a good fight to watch, y'all. Even though he was not, people, I gotta say that that is true. He wasn't the same fighter, and Cotto definitely snatched that belt. Yeah, yeah, no, you're right. Sergio wasn't the same fighter, yo. You definitely right, yo. He was not the same fighter. I gotta give you that. But I definitely think that I'm still learning how to work this shit, so I definitely think that I'm touching shit that I should not be touching, but you know how you gotta get used to working this joint. Yeah, I definitely don't think that that what you call yeah, but no, I definitely we want to see the big fights happen. We want to see every these big fight happen. Just like we can't wait to see who will win this Terence Crawford and Errol Spence fight, man. Even though you know what I mean, I got Earl all the way. I got Earl all the way, yo. And I definitely did you know that Paul Williams was supposed to fight Canelo? For real? I didn't know that. Paul Williams was supposed to fight Canelo Alvarez? I didn't know that. Before the accident though, I was a fan of Paul Williams, man. I was a fan of Paul Williams, man. That was man. That was my guy, man. That was my guy, man. And Chad Dawson. I don't know when Chad Dawson fought Bernard Hopkins. I didn't want them to fight, man, because I was from Philly. I knew people that knew Bernard, Danny Davis. Bernard used to train at the gym that I used to train at. Bernard used to train at Champs Gym. Bobby Dance, the White Trip, Mr. Bowie Fisher, his sons, and Bernard was man. Bernard was a bad motherfucker, man. Bernard was a bad motherfucker, and just to see him and Chad Dawson fight, that was a bad. That was. But I was a fan of Paul Williams, man. I don't think that but Paul and Canelo would have been a good fight. I just like I think Laura Lundy and Canelo, man. I think that was a great fight, and you see Canelo ain't want to run that shit back. I think that Canelo is a little shot, but the second fight, the second fight with him and Gennady Golovkin, Canelo was the shit, man. That Gennady Golovkin fight, man, he was the shit, man. He was the shit. I mean, again, to me, Canelo, man, I love both of them Gennady Golovkin fight. Yeah, but Paul Williams got in the accident. You can see Canelo after the fight. Damn. I uh I uh I hate that Paul got in the accident, man. That was a sad day, man, in boxing when I see that. Sometimes, man, I watch his Instagram and he be working with the kids and stuff, man. It'd be like, damn, man, I hated that situation, man. Another thing it's hard for me to watch is watching Terry Norris right now. Damn, because Terry Norris was one of my peoples. Everybody I grew up with, man. I was a kid, man. I used to watch Terry Norris, man, because Terry Norris dropped Sugar Ray Leonard. I was a fan of Sugar Ray Leonard, and then I'm watching Terrible Terry drop Sugar Ray Leonard. I'm like, damn, this is a bull. But yeah, man, it hurt to see some of the fighters at their state like they at now, like James Toney. Man, that right. I mean, I think James Toney one of the greatest fighters that I ever seen fight in my life. People can say what they want to say. I never seen. and and I give it to a lot of people for their skill, but James Tony was just different because he made you miss right in front of him. Like he made you miss right in front of him. That's why I said James Tony was different. That's why I think he was one of the greatest fighters that I ever seen in my life. Like that I ever seen in my life. But yeah, I'm definitely hurt, yo. I'm definitely hurt to see certain stuff happen. Yo, Bivol, this just came out 40 seconds ago. Hall of Fame, Froch, Bradley, Marquez, Ashley. So Hall of Fame, who's going in the Hall of Fame just came out. Let's see what they talking about. Just came out on Twitter. Hall of Fame report. Carl Froch, I guess. Tim Bradley, Marquez, Ashley, Sergio joins exclusive club writing. Oh, this is a writing thing. Tim Bradley, man, he down with somebody, man. They be man, these white folks be looking out for. Yo, no disrespect, yo. These white folks be looking out for Tim Bradley, bro. They make sure Tim is fine, man. I'm like Tim, damn. I'm gonna look at that link, yo. I ain't know that though. I never knew Canelo was supposed to fight Paul Williams, yo. I would have liked to seen that fight actually. People might say that I would like to seen that fight. I don't know. I was going at first when I first thought about it, I was gonna pick Canelo, but Paul was so tall and lanky, man. I don't think Paul had a chin, man. I don't think Paul had a chin, man. I don't know, man. I don't know if we can keep saying we gotta start calling a spade a spade. All right, hold on. I'm mad because YouTube canceled me for almost like 2 weeks, man. I mean, it was like for 2 months. Hey, Mini Mill, I know I got your chat stuck up there. I don't know how to take it down though. That's the problem. You know what I mean? I'm figuring this whole StreamYard thing out. You know what I mean? I'm actually pretty good with technology too, but I'm not clicking today. I'm not clicking today, man. It's a whole bunch of shit reason why I'm not clicking, man. I gotta lose about 20 pounds. I'm late. I'm frustrated. Situation happening. You know when you getting up to that point and you trying to lose the weight and the weight not coming off, it's just it pisses you off to the fucking fullest. Like you know what I mean? And it makes you actually a more dangerous person than what you want than what you want to be, man. That's a fact. That shit pisses you off when you can't lose the weight that you want to lose, y'all. Pisses you off, yo. Yeah, so my keys to connection is unstoppable. If you on Wi-Fi, try plugging into. Uh, my thing with Canelo is it's all good, man. Yeah, man. I'm trying to figure this thing out, man. I'm gonna put this one up because this one is perfect. You said just roll with the punches. You're right. I'm trying to. Yeah, but yeah, StreamYard is definitely. Everybody like, man, you got okay. I might got it. Because at first I was just going live on regular YouTube. Like I had a live page back in the day where I talked about news and stuff like that, and I just go live on YouTube. They just set up this StreamYard stuff, man. Yeah, I want to see Errol. I want to see after this fight, and I know that Errol gonna watch this dude easily, easily. Everybody keeps saying, "Yo, yo, Zay, you bugging." Easily, I say easily. And this is what I've been kind of like working on, man. I know people get mad at this, but every PBC fighter that has came into a top ranked fighter got washed. Every single PBC fighter has came. We can go back to Floyd versus Manny Pacquiao. Even though he wasn't a top ranked fighter at that time, top ranked hoarded his career. And this is why I think that top rank, they're good, but they try to leave their fighters undefeated with no tests too long. I think when you do that, you're built. I get it. You're building a fighter, but you're building him and you're not developing him the right way. You got to give these fighters the real competition. Like you got to really put them out there. You can't let them fight a bunch of me's. Like you can't let them fight a bunch of me's. Like you know what I mean? Like you gotta. There's levels in boxing, and this is what I tell people all the time. People get so mad because they're not. Like, yo, it's great, right? It's great to describe to be the ultimate level in boxing, and it's great to try to describe to be the best, right? But when you understand that that's not you, right? And you're not at that level because you went up to that level, you try to beat the guy that was at that level, and that's not you. That's understandable. So it's levels the boxing. Once when you know that that guy is a superstar and he's past that level that you gotta you gotta second guess the opponents that you put him in there with. Now you gotta start putting him in there with great opponents so he can keep developing as a great fighter. Like if he don't see sir, like if Floyd never got cracked by Shane Mosley, or if Floyd never got cracked by Zab Judah, he would have never saw that. He would have never made it out to Shane Mosley. Look at how Floyd grabbed Shane Mosley's arm when he got cracked. He grabbed his arm and didn't let go of his arm. Certain tactics that he did to allow himself to stay out, to stay alert. He put his hands up real big. You know, he looking out, had the air muffs on, looking out through the air muffs and cautious. Certain tactics that he did to do every situation makes you better for the next situation. A lot of times when you got these guys that got these fighters and y'all preparing these fighters, right? Y'all preparing them. Oh man, I'm gonna put him up against this guy because I don't think this guy can beat him. So I'm gonna put him up, and then next he's gonna go up against this guy. I don't think this guy can beat him. And after a while, for the people that's watching it, that starts to get corny, starts to get boring. You're trying to put him up against people and fix it in a certain way so it can look good. It starts to get boring. It starts to get boring. Now we don't trust you. We don't trust your ability that as a matchmaker you got the best interest. We don't trust that you have the best interest in seeing and seeing us out of a fight or seeing the bet. We don't trust it. I ain't gonna play this game. Yeah, I don't think in you, and I'm gonna say this a lot with the Stephen Fulton fight. I don't think in you has what it takes to beat him. I don't think he has it. I don't think he has what it takes to beat him. I really don't. Okay, so I see how to do that. Private chat. Comment. I don't think so. Okay, we're gonna put this. But uh, we're gonna go over to Isaiah Tilson 360, the main boxing page. Everybody that's subscribed over here, we're gonna go over to Isaiah Tilson main 360, the main boxing page. We're gonna get it popping over there, man, for a little bit, man. We're gonna talk some shit over there. Huh? All right, like that, man. We out. Thank you for joining us, man. I appreciate everything, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate the lookout. I appreciate the lookout. I appreciate the lookout. I appreciate the lookout. All right, y'all. We out, man.